Yeah, I already know who it's gonna be just from the songs I channeled. Hi. So we have 2 signs left if I want to be fair. If we shake air, it's gonna be Libra. If we shake water, it's gonna be Pisces. I channeled Woman Without Pride by the Cranberries. What's that song? Green Eyes, You See It Too, blah, blah, blah. It Stares Back at You by Love and Pain, which I only know about because of one human being in the entire universe. And Dancing Days by Led Zeppelin, One Arm Scissor by At the Drive-In, and Della's Haircut by Beck. Let's do it. Paulina Tarot is what we're going to use. We're going to do past, present, future spread. Oh, what do you fucking know? Ha! And it was like literally like, yeah, interesting, amazing. I mean, I'm just gonna like go to bed. I don't even want to do this shit. This is just, yeah. Hi. This may or may not resonate. 2 seconds. I just can't even, Becky, anymore. So past, present, future spread. If you're here watching tarot, then you believe in esoteric things. When I hear ringing on my right, they are I am clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant. When I hear messages on my right, they're from people that I know that have passed on. When it's on my left, my spirit guides. Please check the description box for everything you need to know. In addition to that, please also check your rising, moon, and Venus sign if you don't know what those are. You can head over to a place like Cafe Astrology and run your natal chart. However, you will need to know the time of the day that you were born in order to know your rising sign. Oh, no. Okay, Libra. Fuck, man. Shit. Now, this video, like, I just can't not swear. Like, you know, I'm sorry that I have a big personality, and I'm sorry that I swear, and I'm sorry that it's just when things catch me off guard like this that it's like that, you know? Also, there's a lightning storm outside, and if it gets loud because of the streets out there, then, you know, I'll close the door if I can. If I can't, then, you know, I'll, I mean, I did turn on the air while Leo's reading was, I can't believe I shook. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I want to be loved by something I want to love something that'll never die. Green eyes, you see it too, it stares back at you. Don't worry, it's not over. Are you worried that it's over? You know, it just pisses me off because, like, I knew as soon as I heard those songs, actually, it was 2 in particular. I was like, you know, I didn't even start listening to Zeppelin or this other band if it wasn't for a, like, particular rock star. Very formidable rock star, in fact. If it wasn't for, yeah, a Libra rock star. I just want to crawl under the table. Yeah. I don't want to crawl under the table. It's just really difficult. We're using the Paulina Tarot, if you didn't know. I think they're like painting the lines outside or something, because in my elevator, they're talking about people are going to be fined if they didn't move their cars by the morning. So I don't know. Okay, let's do it. Twist for fairness. For you. For you. For you. Let's not be stupid about it. Okay, let's do it. It's 156 right now. 156, 12, breaking down to fucking 3. I mean, I'm going to bed after this. I might as well. Past energy for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Come on, after all this shit, you're not even going to give me anything right away, are you? Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look-see for you. Oh, there we go. There we got one. What we got? Wheel of Fortune. In the recent past, Twist of Fate. Something happening. Paulina Tarot has these lovely things on her cards. If you don't already see it, timings. I'm ruled by time. During Cancer season. Cancer right before it turns to Leo in the recent past for you. Yeah. Something of a fortune, not necessarily fortune, but more like something happening, like a twist of fate in your favor, but something happening that was apparent to you, that was like a turn of fate in your favor. Big signs of Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. What else for you? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It stares back at you. It stares back at you. Green eyes. You see it too. Got 3 judgment, decisions. You made a decision about something in the recent past. Trumpeter's call. In this card, I don't call it the Trumpeter's call, though. You're on the precipice of something, teetering on the brink between making one choice or another, resting blissfully, in fact. Unaware, unsure, in fact, which decision to make about something, but there's a decision that you're making. No longer in conflict, no longer conflicted about something, or peacefully resting after conflict. Don't worry, we'll read dignities as well. It's fine. But you did out. It's interesting because this is you in the Queen of Swords. I always read my Queen of Swords as Libran energy. By the way, this is, I don't know why I'm getting a breakout right here, but I'm getting a breakout right here. I just found it when I was outside smoking a cigarette. But Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's like now that you're not in conflict, you don't have anything to make decisions about in the recent past. It's like now that you're not being called upon to be the mediator, now you don't necessarily know what to do. Now that you're not somebody who is... Now that there's no peace to make in between others, you don't feel as if you're standing in your element in the recent past. It's like, because there was always conflict in between others, you got to be the one who decided who was right and who was wrong. The one that was always like, now. I'm going to be the voice of reason. You're not feeling balanced in the recent past because the conflict isn't there. There's some conflict. Or is it that a twist of fate in the past made it so that you were able to make a decision, a precise decision, a precision decision that stayed a conflict in its tracks? And considering that, now all of a sudden it's like you don't know what to do with yourself because you're not the person who's got that sort of truth, cutting through all the bullshit, going, this is right, this is wrong, you're the one who's right, you're the one who's wrong, these are the facts, screw emotion. Not necessarily to say that Libra is void of emotion, but more so that your ability to see black and white is very clear. And now that there's no conflict in a situation, you're feeling like a gray thinker, somebody who can see color. What else? What else for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I have like Libra in one place in my chart. It's my South Node. I'm also Libra 7th. It's the only place. In fact, all of my major placements are cardinal placements. And Libra is the only one that is not, well, I guess you could say maybe Libra 7th and the South Node is a great, I think I wouldn't say it's a great placement, but it's a major placement. But I can't really stand in that energy too well, right? So I don't necessarily know how to relate. What else? In the past, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I do have a friend who's a Libra. I have a couple of friends that are Libras. What else? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's way the hell too many. I'm not going to read a stack of cards like this for you now. Green as you see it too, it stares back at you. Decisions. Rub two pennies together. Decisions no longer juggling. You had two things that you were tossing back and forth in your mind. What you were going, how you were going to proceed. I always used to say is, how would you like to proceed? That's what I always used to say. And I think here you decided how you were going to proceed in the past about something. It's always about belonging to a club or being a membership of an organization with a button or an insignia of some sort. But it's dropping one of two options as well. Don't worry, I'll read dignities as I drag it down through the present and the future. Well, finally, in the past, though, for you, Libra. That was easy. But you're waiting. You're waiting. So you made a decision of some sort, but you're waiting in order to deliver or hand down your decision. You're not speaking on it. There's delay. You're staying your decision. You're not speaking on your decision just yet. Here in this card, you're actually on guard. You're holding back from from speaking on your decision. There's something here about being protective over how you deliver your deliberation. I wanted to say decision, but over here they said deliberation. Deliver your deliberation. Because you did deliver, it was deliberate, the decision that you made, but also you had to there was a great amount of deliberation over your decision in and of itself. In the present, what do we have for you, Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Knight of Cups. So in the present, there is a great deal of poetic action, romanticism, knight in shining, excuse me, honor, energy, rescuer energy that you're looking to take as a twist of fate has occurred about a decision that was handed down, or a decision that you've made. This is a decision that you've made. You've decided to exercise romanticism, poeticism, to come riding on the white horse. This is Cancerian energy for me. This was a decision that was exercised during Cancer season. I love my cards so damn much. During Cancer season. During Cancer season. This is Cancer's card. Yeah. 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 What else in the present for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Very poetic. Very poetic. Very poetic. Oopsie. Those are too many flippers, but we had one. We had two that came out. It's a logical, but you're being strategic about it. In the present, you're being logical and strategic about it. Your decision-making process was very logical and strategic, although very emotional. You don't want people to think that it was made out of emotion only. You want people to respect your decision. Yeah, you don't want people to, you don't want it to breed conflict. So you want people to respect it. So you're also trying to make sure that it's, this is Aquarian energy, by the way, King of Swords, judges, magistrates, corrections officers, guards. But the King of Swords is also about logical, strategic thinking in the upright. You don't want the action to be judged as if it is illogical, irrational, lacks forethought or insight of an intellectual nature. You don't want people to believe that it's emotion only. So you want people to regard it as if there was a great deal of careful forethought. So that delay that we were seeing in the past, I don't know why I'm looking over here, but I keep looking over here. There's something off to your, if I was looking out, if I was looking over my balcony, I want to say, I'm hearing over here, look out over your balcony. If I was looking out over my balcony, I'd be looking to the northwest. Looking to the northwest. If I was looking out over my northwest, there's no longer delay. So I was looking out over the horizon for the ships to come in. You're not doing so any longer in the present. You're no longer conflicted about it. Action towards the northwest over your decision. Logical action towards the northwest over your decision. You're still concerned that people are not going to think that it's impartial, that it's biased in some way in the present. You're seeing things in color though. Sorry, excuse me. I always think of this in terms of in leadership. One of the first lessons that I learned in leadership was about, are you a black and white thinker, or do you think in color or gray? And the reason that people always urge you not to be, although there are strengths of being a black and white thinker, I began my leadership career as a very black and white leader. right, wrong, yes, no, left, right, up, down, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. As you become a better leader, you're able to see things in color. You're able to see the gray in a situation, because nothing is ever that simple, especially in leadership. I think this has to do with why there's no longer the delay in the present, because nothing is that simple. You're telling yourself it's just not that simple. I could wait forever. I could look out over the horizon forever, but it's not that simple. I keep on looking off in the distance in this direction, even though right now I'm facing south, which would make me facing the southeast. But again, when I do my when I do my prep and I'm channeling with songs and all that stuff, looking this way would be to the northwest. Out there, it's to the southeast for me right now, which means for you, it's at the northwest. And just thinking, looking out over the northwest. There's somewhere where you stand, where you look out over the northwest, and you think, and you think, and you think, I'm hearing it over here. You think, and 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 how long can I think? How long can I possibly delay this deliberation? You've already made your choice, but you keep on delaying it, and delaying it, and delaying it, delaying it. In the present, you've decided you're no longer delaying it. We got that. Right here. What else? In the present. 2 seconds. Okay, all right. Southeast to northwest. You're mirroring somebody. You're mirroring somebody. Okay, all right. Enough of that. In the present, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Or vice versa, right? You could be looking to the southeast. Somebody else could be looking to the northwest. There's mirroring. There's mirroring. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is independence. A lack of independence. No longer conflicted because somebody lacks independence. Dropping guard because somebody lacks independence. A lack of impartiality because somebody lacks independence. No longer delaying because somebody lacks independence. What else? The need for hard work. Because Nine of Pentacles in the reverse knocks us back to an Eight of Pentacles, which is the need for hard work. What else? What else? Libra. But a Nine of Swords in the reverse. You have zero anxiety about this. Is that why it was easy to make the decision? Because you no longer have anxiety, nightmares, sleepless nights, restlessness, sick in bed, grief bed. There's something you got over here. In the present, you've gotten over it in the present. You delayed it in the past because you had anxiety over something. You no longer do. There's a clearing of anxieties. Coming out of anxiety over something. Interestingly enough, it's almost like there was anxiety when somebody was independent. But because they're no longer independent, you no longer have anxiety over a situation. Because they depend on you, because they need you. I don't like that because I think that's bullshit. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. It can't be right. cardinal signs like to build people up to be self-sufficient. That's actually contradictory to who you are. Unless there's a part of you that likes to be needed. There's something fulfilling about that. Aries likes people to be self-sufficient. Libra. What the hell do I know about Libra? Other than that, so like my Libra placement puts it so that it's like, I know that me personally, I become other people in relations. I become my partner. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I become my partner, but the thing is because Libra is in my 7th house, I end up taking on other people's problems, taking on other people's burdens, absorbing their interests, becoming consumed by the other instead of the self. How does that tie into you as a Libra? The Libra is about the other, it's not about the self. Does that quell your anxiety in some way? That somebody is no longer about the self as much as they are about the other? Could very well be, because that Nine of Pentacles is not in Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse, so it's no longer about independent energy, it's about the other as opposed to the self, right? Helps you to make the decision. Somebody, you're seeing it, okay, you're seeing that somebody is selfless? You finally realize somebody's selflessness? Sorry, I'm just trying to, sorry. I'm just trying to do the thing, right? I'm trying to read cards, man. Like, seeing that somebody is not about the self, but is selfless. What else? It's brought you out of delay. Oh, pardon me. Oh, goddamn. 2204 from Foundations. That's too many. Can't have card vomit. It's too many. Finally in the present for you, Libra. Tell me more for you, Libs. Libes per Alda. Hey Google, what does Libes per Alda mean?
Libby is spelled L-I-B-B-Y.
No. Hey Google, translate from German to English. Lieb ist für Alda.
In German, that's auf Englisch verlassen Sie den Osten nach Alda.
It's not
Anything else you want me to translate?
Yes, please translate from German to English. Lieb ist für Alda.
Ja, bitte übersetzen Sie vom Deutschen ins Englische. Verlasse Ostern Alda.
Hey Google, translate from German to English.
Hallo Google, übersetze vom Deutschen ins Englische.
Hey Google, can we please switch the translation?
Hallo Google, können wir bitte die Übersetzung ändern?
Hey Google, what does Liebes per Alda mean in English?
Hallo Google, was bedeutet Pittsburgh Alda auf Englisch?
It's fine, look it up. Liebes per Alda, what does it mean? It's fine. It's fine. Look up what Liebes für Alda means. It's the name of a Rammstein song. Hey Google, translate from German to English.
In Spanish, you would say
Del alemán al inglés.
Okay. You do it, because that motherfucker is not. It's fine. It never listens to me. It's okay. It's okay. I'm over it now. I'm over it now. Sorry. That's great. That's amazing. Thanks for nothing, Google. Okay, anyway. Liebesperalda. It's the name of it. I think it's like a whole Rammstein album, the one with Donna Kinder on it. Liebesperalda. It's like free something. So I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. Google's not helping me. Maybe you can. It's fine. I'll look it up after. Anyway. Liebesperalda. You need to know what that is. Okay, we got one. The Chariot. In the present, there's a move. There's travel or movement forward. Cancerian energy, just like I was saying prior. We're just at the ass back end of Cancer season, moving into Leo season. This is also a change of address. Is this why there was a delay? You want to wait until somebody changes address? Or you're waiting until you change address? Or there's travel here. You're waiting until the end of travel. There's no longer anxiety because you can see that somebody's changing address. Or you're changing address and you were worried about changing address. There's something here about this. Yeah, this is why you dropped one of your options. One of two options, juggling two options. Liebesperalda. I want to Google it so bad, but stupid. It's fine. It's fine. It never listens to me. I have to use my cell phone to play music oftentimes. We do have a flipper here for the future for you. The moon. Okay, so again, some people read this as Piscean energy. I read it as Cancerian energy because, you know, the crab there. There's confusion, illusion, dreams, something that's hidden by the shadows in the night, something that you're experiencing in the night. You might have dreamed about something that you were going to say or some action that you were going to take that you're going to realize during the future. A lot of people like to see this moon energy as negative energy. I respectfully disagree, good sirs and madams. And the reason being is maybe because I have Cancer. My moon sign is Cancer. So I know that it's about changing the ever-changing tides of the moon and how that can be linked to your moods if you have ever-changing moods, as I do. But it is about that. In fact, it's about the ever-changing tides and about the moon phases and about, you might actually also have this where the moods, your moods shift and change with the tides or with the moon. Some people do read it as Pisces. So it could be during Pisces season if we were looking at timings, but there's something here about dreams, confusion, illusions, the sleeping side of Tan. And it's linked to logic and strategy and decision making with careful forethought in mind with regard to this poetic action that you would like to take. Some of that rescuer energy, I don't want to call it rescuer energy because then we get into psychological terms that have to do with codependency. And that has a lot of negative connotations associated with it. But say for all intents and purposes of talking about the knight in shining armor, that guy who comes in with the music and flowers and talks about poetic things, and you know, it's action oriented in its romanticism. There's something here about this that's either confusing or is shrouded by the dream world in the future. You're either dreaming about it in the future, or it's something that causes somebody else confusion, or they're dreaming about it in the future. They want to address it from a logical, strategic standpoint, when you cannot address emotion from a logical and strategic standpoint. You simply cannot. You cannot intellectualize feelings. Thank you, Jesus. You know, sometimes it takes me a second to catch up. It's okay. What else for you, Libra? In the future. Jesus, what else can we fuck up tonight? I mean, Liebe Esperanza. The sun, it comes to sun. She is the sun. She is beautiful. Sie ist wunderschön. Like the morning star, Morgenstern. I had that for you guys like months back, I swear. Sie ist wunderschön. She thinks she's ugly, but she's actually beautiful. And that's what the premise of Morgenstern, the song Morgenstern, is actually all about. It's very beautiful. The whole song talks about this woman who thinks that she's ugly, but she's not. Knight of Pentacles, slow moving action towards something, towards building something on the earth. Okay. So your urge in the present is to be romantic, to come in with some sort of emotionally free-flowing energy. You feel that somebody in the future or somebody in the future reacts with confusion, or you know that there will be confusion about it, and so you decide to take a more grounded, practical approach, if you will. This is Virgo energy. This is during Virgo season. Could be in between Pisces and Taurus season, which would be Aries season. But taking a slow, methodical approach might be your way of being logical and strategic about it, so that somebody can see that you're trying to build something of stability and worth. You don't want people to know. 1 minute. You don't want people to know that. You don't want people to know that. You think that if you do this the wrong way, that people are going to think you're crazy, or that somebody's going to think they're crazy, or... So if you're practical about it, then it cannot be mistaken. Even though in the present you want to act, you don't want to sit around and rest on your laurels. You feel the best way to do this is to be practical, to build something of stability and worth, to act from a space of practicality and logic and strategy, as opposed to doing so from a watery, emotional space, because people will not respect what you're doing, or they will judge what you're doing, or somebody else will be confused about it, or they'll second guess themselves, thinking, you know, the moon is also about lunacy, right? The constant questioning of one's own judgment. Am I crazy? Is this actually happening? Is this really happening? Yeah. So building something, taking action, slow, methodical action. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the knights in the deck. And it stands to reason that it being below our King of Swords, even you're kind of growing impatient in the present. Waiting for your ships to come in? Somebody else's? You are? You both are. You're mirroring each other. Okay, what else? Yeah, you're mirroring each other. The horn. The horn. The horn. The horned one. Aries, Taurus, Capricorn. The horned one. Okay, anyway. Too many tangents, Ash. We're at 40 minutes. Why? Why? I'm not trying to have these be extremely long. What else? Libra. Libra, talk to me. 8, the self. You're going to try to speak to them through somebody else. 8s are also the messengers. 8 of Wands is a message. Okay. 7 of Swords, yeah. You don't want there to be deceptive energy. You're trying not to embody deceptive energy. You don't want somebody to feel that they're deceiving themselves, but you also don't want to come across as somebody who's being deceptive or treacherous. Because you know that they are in a space right now of lacking independence or feeling that they lack independence, which means that they can't trust their own instincts or the instincts of others. They have broken trust. So you're attempting to be transparent about something. No victory homecoming. Six of Wands in the reverse. I'm used to reading this in the upright all the time. It's traveling towards the Seven of Swords. There's a fear of defeat here that you're trying to circumvent. You're trying to circumvent a feeling of defeat, or a feeling of disillusionment, or a feeling of false victory. What else? What else? What are you doing, Libra? What are you doing in the future? Fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, 9 of fünf. Fünf is change. 5, sechs, 6, sieben. It's no longer 8. Never mind. Okay. Two of Cups. There's union. There's union. As a result, there's union. There will be union. Union of the two. Two prestigious souls. The firefly and the bee. firefly and the bee. See that? The firefly and the bee. Anxiety, and there's no anxiety over this. There's calmness. It's after travel, after relocation, after movement forward. A union of the two. A meeting. After a feeling of defeat. Trying not to make somebody feel a broken trust. In between the 5th and 6th. In between the 5th and 6th. On the 5th or the 6th. Two people meeting in between the 5th and the 6th of September. Because we have the 9th. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. And 9 plus 9 is 18, which equals 9. September 5th or 6th. Potentially. I can tell you which year. And finally, for you, Libra. And a gaining of perspective occurs Pisces season. Or Pisces in and of itself. Right below the Chariot, gaining a perspective after a trip or relocation or movement forward. Gaining a perspective after anxiety and burdens and sleepless nights are calmed. And a union of the two. You were nervous about this union. You were nervous about what's going to occur during this union, and perspective is needed after the union. This is a call to perspective, not perspective being gained. It's a chosen stance as opposed to stagnancy. Coming away from a union of the two and needing to go, what is it that I think about this exactly? I'm not clarifying because look at it's 48 minutes in. Ace of Wands, matchstick of the divine, inspiration, creativity. This is inspiring. This is creativity. There's wisdom here too. Look at this person's resting on the owl. That's you. Wisdom. Impartiality. The matchstick of the divine. Creativity. Creative thinking. A beginning of something that is both passionate and creative. Has a spark. Okay. You feel inspired or spark or some, you know? Okay. Magnetic poetry time. 2:41 on the clock. That is 7. Spirituality, deep spirituality. Spiritual bond. Ooh, we got 2 things. I don't know, man. I just pulled them. Anyway. All right, Libra. My pleasure, as always. Be sure, again, to check out your rising moon and Venus sign. I just don't know what else to impart upon you at this point. But please do take care of yourself. And thank you for being so patient. I'll see you when I see you. Probably not from this address. Bye. This interesting spread that we got here. And like I said, look up Liebes für alle and what that means, since Google Nest was such a jerk. Okay, bye.